Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a Flosstube extra. I'm going to go through a box that I have found at my mom's that's from the 90s and from when I was a teenager, and I don't even know what's in there. I just know it's cross-stitch things, so it may be really boring. It may have some interesting things in there. So I thought it would be fun to do it on here along with you all, and if you want to join me, please stay tuned. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're clicking on my face, welcome. My name is Mary. I'm the Daydream Stitcher, and this is my channel about cross stitch. Thanks for joining me. All right, guys. So I found this box, and I'm not going to hold it. Well, yes, I am going to hold it up. This box is at my mom's in my old room, and I thought, you know what? There's a couple of them. And I thought I would go through and show some of these things and see what's in there. It might not be interesting. I may not even end up posting this because it might just be a bunch of like old white Aida. I have no idea. So let's see what's in there and maybe take a trip down memory lane. This is one of the things that was with it. This is a three ring binder. And it has an old, well, I shouldn't say old. I say old because it was mine. Yikes. It's a system called StitchBow, which is made and sold by DMC. Is anyone familiar with StitchBow? I know there's StitchBow people out there still. It's stuck together. It's still usable. This is a system that I tried out. It's a storage system for DMC. It is, as you can see, you put the skein of floss in. There's actually, I have some of these somewhere actually still, but you actually, it's like a long plastic piece of, well, plastic, and you put your skein on it, basically just loop it around as is, and then you slide it in the pocket here, and there you have it. I was trying a bunch of different storage techniques at one point in my younger days, and this was one of the ones that I tried. Found that it really wasn't for me. I keep going back to bobbinating and, you know, the cartridge, not the cartridges, but the storage boxes with the bobbins. That's what works best for me. However, it's fun to find this again because it still has, I mean, they're old flosses, but I can still use them for projects. So I thought that was kind of fun. To find that, and I actually noticed that DMC is still selling this on their website. They actually had a storage sale for the new year, and they had a bunch of the StitchBow things, and they had, you know, they have some new things as well as far as the cases to put them in and things like that. So if you're looking for a storage solution, that might be something to check out. I don't know if that, I haven't really seen that a whole lot on Flosstube or online, but if you use StitchBow, I'd love to hear from you and how you make it work for you. One of the things that was frustrating for me is that you know, you can't really, it's hard to insert, like if I wanted to keep them in any sort of order, I would have to retake them out. Now, this opens up too, so you've got a lot of extra, I mean, you can put two rows in each actual page that you put into the binders. That was a fun find because I had completely forgotten all about that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, not that exciting. What I found. 14 count Charles Craft Aida. Wow. Okay, so sorry. Yeah, there's this. There is even more exciting, there's blue 14 count Charles Craft Aida, which is a DMC project. Some rubber stamps. I did some rubber stamping for a while and I absolutely loved it, but I haven't for many, many years. So this is, let's see what's in here. Fun, oh my gosh, I don't remember these things. This may just end up my own personal little trip down memory lane, but if you'd like to see what's in here, here we go. This was one of the first cross stitch patterns that I did. It isn't the first, but it's probably the second or third. And it's definitely old and dirty, and it's so bulky. I was taught at 10 to do 3 strands on 14 count. So this is very, very bulky. Here's the back. And it's almost like it's so thick that you almost, it feels like you know, like an iron-on, I forget what those are called, but you know, when you get the already embroidered piece, it's, yeah. But it's not bad. I mean, for my second cross stitch, and I was back stitching with 2, it looks like. Yeah, this was in a booklet of, like, you know, that whole, like, if you were around in the 90s, there was this whole, like, country goose theme with like a dusky rose and kind of a country blue. And I remember when I was a kid thinking that people that had that home decor scheme in their home were like the wealthiest, like coolest people ever. We had a family member, our cousin, who their home was decorated all in country geese and the rose and the blue and gray, and I just thought, like, and mauve, and it was like, oh my gosh, like they were at the height of their home decor game. So that's probably what I was going for, and true to my current stitching style, it's not finished and long abandoned. The booklet, I wonder if the booklet is still, oh, here it is. Oh, how fun. Okay, let's see. So this is called Country Quackers to Cross Stitch, Gaggles of Geese and Flocks of Ducks, all the country flair. How 90s. Isn't it awesome? I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Who is this published by and when? Do we care? I don't know. 13 charts in all. How generous. This is from a, 1985. Maybe I'm a little ahead of this is 1985, and it's from a publisher named Plaid Enterprises, Mandy Bear Designs in Charlotte, North Carolina. And the one that I was stitching, this is cute, ducks in, or geese rather, in country bonnets in, you guessed it, rose and country blue. There was the 2 little ones that I was stitching was a little girl and a little boy. It was matching, and of course it's not in here. Oh, here it is. It fell out. Okay. These were the ones, prettied up playmates that I was stitching. And my plan was to do the little boy as well and make pillows, and that never happened. So I would have been about probably 11 or 12 when I stitched that, or started that, rather. Here's one that I could have sworn was finished, and it's not. This one is Southwest something. And honestly, I don't remember who the designer is for that. However, I saw it recently listed somewhere, and I'm pretty sure it was a Dimensions kit. So maybe it was a Dimensions kit. I remember working on that. I would have been 13, 14. And I loved it. Like, you know, looking back at this, I remember stitching this. And in my bedroom. And I love, love, love the detail on the pots and the southwestern pattern border. How geeky am I showing you whips that are like 30 years old? It's ridiculous. Speaking of old stitching, if you saw Darcy Cameron's last video and he was stitching in bed, I shared with him that I actually took home movies of myself, like around 2000. I bought a video camera, and some of the first videos that I took on it was like I set it up on my nightstand, and I just took like hours and hours of me stitching on camera. And those do still exist, by the way, Darcy. They are somewhere. They're on a video, you know, like the little cassettes. I didn't transfer those over to DVD when I did the other stuff, so, but I think that's hilarious. Like, the early, like, you know, glimpse of like wanting to do this sort of thing, I guess, and like see yourself stitching or sharing with others. Here's another kitten that I started and didn't finish. Look at the old masking tape. Again, this would have been early 90s. This is says Love Me, Love My Cat. This is Candemar Designs, which also did the a lot of the Thomas Kincaid kits as well. And also that's kind of like in those same like early 90s color schemes. Needle Treasures Borderlines. Oh, this one I actually did and I framed it. I don't have a picture, but it's in one of my earlier videos, recent videos when I showed the pictures on my mom's wall at her house that are framed. Needle Treasures Borderlines is one of those. Those are really cool because I need to look and see for other ones because I really liked it. It has like, you stitch the middle part in like a darker colors, more vibrant colors, and then outside of it you stitch this. It's part of the same picture, but it's stitched, you know, I'm going to find a photo of it, but it's stitched in lighter muted colors, so I don't know, it creates a neat effect. And this one's a Janlin kit, but I think this is from, I don't know what the Janlin, but again, it's only the directions, so I don't even know like what kit it is because it doesn't even say, but it doesn't matter. This one's really cool, and this is one that I would stitch something from this. This is a Cross My Heart booklet called Moonlight Kitties. And if you all watch Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, Denise, she is awesome. Definitely go check out her videos if you haven't. Her channel is Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, and she's great. But she started stitching this past year. She started a piece very similar to this on Black Ada with silvers and whites called All Cats Are Gray in the Moonlight. Is that the name of it? By Illusion or Lucian, which is a free one. But this is similar. So this is Kitty Cats in the Moonlight, just on black fabric, just stitched with neutrals, silvers and things like that. And it's kind of a fun thing to do. And I always meant to get around to this, particularly with the kitten and the bunny at the bottom. I think that's so sweet. So it's one of those maybe I'll get around to them one day, and even though I've had that for 30 years probably. I think that's all that's in this box, stitching related. One thing I do want to mention just briefly is Darcy Cameron is back after a short hiatus over the holidays that he and his family were sick, unfortunately. But he's back and back in full swing again. Funny as always, great finishes to show. So do go check out his latest video, especially if you haven't already, because he came up with this great new hashtag, Chris It Up, for 2022 based on our love of crisscross stitch. And I thought it was a great idea. I thought, you know, for 2022, I'm going to be sure to Chris it up and brush my hair on all of the upcoming videos. I'm really excited about my 2022 plans. Hashtag Chris it up.
Mom, I'm not sure that's exactly what he meant.
What do you mean? What he meant? What did he mean?
I thought he just meant like to be positive and like cheerful and like happy.
Oh, you're right. I think he did. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Well, well, anyway, my hair is brushed. Thank you both. Yeah. So I will also, in addition to combing my hair, I will also try to be more positive and more loving to each other in the coming year. Less complaining, more positivity. Thank you, both of you. We love you both. Like I said, I do have several other boxes that include unfinished projects and things that just never got finished. So I will see if I can get those up here as well, and maybe I can go through those and see what's in there too. Thanks for taking the time to watch. If you guys participated this weekend in 24 hours of cross stitch, I hope that it was productive and fun, and that you're ready to get some stretching in and maybe some sleep if you stayed up a lot of the weekend. And if you're not familiar with what that is, I'm going to talk more about that on my next video, my regular Flosstube update. Hope you guys have a great week. Happy stitching, guys. Bye. Hey, my camera didn't die.